Good evening, everyone. So I'm here to discuss the topic about like in Western culture, you have seen that the children who are above 18 or 18, they used to leave their parents and they go outside to earn money and to live independent. So what do you think about this? Is this a right point or wrong? What do you think about this?
I think in Western culture it is not good because are not enough mature to earn money and for independent. So it is I'm disagree with this culture.
I think that at that age of 16 or 17, like Kanishka said, that they were not mature enough to take their decisions by their own. So I think that it is not a perfect age to be independent, as it is very delicate age and sensitive age. So we can't take our life decisions. So I think that it is not a very good culture.
I agree with this culture in toto because nowadays children want to be independent, and children should be independent actually because in 15, 16 age they have conscience actually, and they know how to react with the other person. They have conscience and they are enough mature actually. We can't say immature to those children because they know what are they doing, they know what should they doing. So according to me it's best to be independent. And nowadays in our culture most of the children are depend on their parents because of money, because of food. They can't even cook food.
For everyone in Dexil.
Disagree with this culture because this culture is not good for children and also for parents, because parents have to leave their children alone. And there is one point about self dependent. So if the children were is live with their parents, so they also become self dependent. That's it.
Because children should know how to deal with this cruel world, and they should be independent enough to settle themselves.
Actually, I am not talking about that the children needs not to be independent. I am saying that 15 or 16 is not the enough. We are not enough mature on that age, in that age. So I am saying that you have to be independent. It is necessity of our life in nowadays. So we have to be we have also be independent, living with our parents after some time, and after getting the age of 20 we can say that we are mature enough to leave our parents. But 15 or 16 is not the correct age in my opinion.
Kanishka and Yashika, gone are those days when children were not enough mature. Nowadays, children are enough mature and they have conscience.
Yeah, I agree with Nishtha, and also when and also when they are children are mature enough at the age of 12 or 13 nowadays, and in Western culture we can see that they are enough mature while after after taking birth and uh, st- uh, when they are and they are you know enough mature, because in Western culture their parents teach them everything, each and everything, and they become independent since their childhood. So I think there's no being independent and going out to live their selves at the age of 18.
In India, the girls are enough mature. We can say that as compared to boys, because the girls know since their childhood they want to, they will leave their home actually. But boys, they are not enough mature because they don't know actually. They have not any responsibility to do household work and all. But girls are enough mature. If the boys are Boys will get mature when they know that they will leave their home at the age of 15 or 16. Otherwise they will hang out, they will depend upon their dad and mom till future actually.
At the age of 18 we get a right of for vote. That's why, and we get mature voting ही, but we get but
also who turned 18 is now
18 is a mature age.
and in eyes of law it is it is also justified that a person when turns 18 it is now mature
So
and becomes a major.
18, you said that 20, the age of
I said 19 or 20, not 20.
you said 20.
Actually the age of 15 and 16 is very sensitive age, and it is very easy for someone to divert our mind and we can fall into bad company. And if we once fell into bad company, that it is very impossible for a person to get over it, and we can't focus on our goals then, and we also can't able to become independent, that all you are talking about. So there are both positive and negative effect of living alone.
But in Western culture, their parents prepared their children because they know their children will leave in 15 or 16 age, so they prepared themselves and also the children's, and they complete their studies first, then they leave their home.
It's not a right point. They prepare themselves, they prepare their children to leave, and they allow them to do this. But in India, it's not like that. In India, they don't want their children to be independent. And in Western culture, they want their children to be independent. So it's not upon the maturity. And they also, the children know from since their childhood that they had to leave their parents around 16 or 18 age. They are mature enough to leave their.
Actually, because in Western culture there is a option also, which is we can live alone, but the arrangements will be done by our parents. This is also an option for children actually. So I have clarified my point.
Then now my point is this, then what about their studies? They have to manage everything by their own, then their study will definitely suffer in this.
And in culture, children are fell into the bad company, like drugs, like alcohol, like smoking. So it is also a big disadvantage of this culture.
So what are you thinking? The children who are living with their parents, they don't drink, they don't smoke nowadays.
They actually they are in the eyes of their parents, and there are some and
But in the
chance their parents are along with them and they can save their child from all this. But if they are alone, and so there are chances, there are more chances of falling into a bad company.
If a child is getting spoiled, so I can't say that anyone can rescue. And they can do everything they want. And nowadays our parents are busy in their life also, so we don't have any restriction nowadays.
As she said, Kanishka said that in Western culture also children get habitual of drugs and alcohol, but in the age of teenager, most of the children also get habitual of drugs. So and also they on that age also they live with their parents. So how can they live?
But Yashika gave the answer. In India, their parents and their parents save their like this bad company. But in Western culture, they can't, because they did not live there with their family members. That's why.
But I answered now.